Hi guys, and welcome back to Just So Rare. In today's video I have made this, and I want to thank S. Mori for making a suggestion on a previous video where he asked me if I could do one on what my summer strategy would be for So Rare. So thanks for the comment, mate, and this is what I'm coming up with. So, as most of you will know, and as Mori also commented, there's a big drop off at the moment in terms of player prices on So Rare. European players, it's natural because the season's coming to an end, and also there's an international break for the next 2 weeks. And I can only speak from previous experiences of being on So Rare for so long. During international breaks, the best time to buy players, in my opinion, because they will fall even more. So, if you have any disposable or spare money that you could put into So Rare at this moment in time, in my opinion, this is one of the best times to do it. Just want to make you aware, what I'm going to show you what I do. This is long-term investment. This is not going to make me 30, 40 quid in the next few weeks. It could, but the likelihood is I won't see any benefit of doing this now until probably the start of next season. I also want to make you aware the strategy or the techniques I use are very, very time consuming. However, I believe the more time you put into the research and techniques that you use, the potential gains are massive. So with all that in mind, the first thing I look at is transfer market. Now, the reason I do this, and this applies to every league the So Rare cover currently. Now, as you can see, this is on the Jupiler League in Belgium. The first thing I look at is all players whose contracts are running out at the end of this summer or the end of the season. Again, and this is entirely up to you on how you want to do it, but I always search by the market value according to transfer market, and the highest value ones are the ones I look at first and foremost. Now, with the players who catch my eye, I would do as much research using Twitter, Google to see if there's any transfer links, etc. with any of these players. Also worth noting, these players would have been eligible to start speaking to clubs as of the 1st of January, as their contracts were expiring in the summer of 2022. So some of these players on this list might have already signed pre-contract agreements with other clubs. The players I would particularly look for are players who perhaps are not starting for their teams currently, so they're obviously cheaper in value to buy on So Rare, and hopefully when they sign for their new clubs they will start playing on a regular basis. That's my thinking behind it, and this is why I use this strategy. Other players I would look for example, Aurelio Buta. He is a fullback for Royal Antwerp. Now, last summer, he was heavily linked to Celtic, and there's a report in the Daily Mail there saying that Rafa Benitez wanted him at Everton while he was the manager. Obviously, for whatever reason, those transfers fell through and he remained at Royal Antwerp. However, Celtic, for example, they were talking about £4.5 million. Now, did that transfer fall through because Celtic thought, well, why are we spending £4.5 million this summer when we can get him for free the following summer? So these are the sort of things I would look at. I would try and then search more recent articles to see if there's any movement, if Celtic is showing more interest again in signing him in this summer. Now, the issue you will find with the Belgium leagues and players from that league, the information is hard to come by. As you can see, Google sorted by date. The nearest article or the latest article was 3 weeks ago, and it's not indicating anything about transfers or anything like that. So you need to use your own initiative by getting on Twitter and other platforms to try and get this information. Now, going through this list, you will also see there's a goalkeeper there called Bolat. He's the Ghent goalkeeper, or I should say, he was the #1 starting goalkeeper until a few weeks ago. Now, there were rumours in January he was going to leave for Fenerbahce, and that transfer didn't take place, and he's now the number 2 goalkeeper at Ghent. So he's not playing, and as you can see, as a result, his price has dropped quite considerably. If you go to the 6 month, you could see at one stage in January, he was almost 0.665 to buy. He is now, someone bought him for 0.199, so he's dropped a lot. And that is obviously because he's not starting anymore. However, I've Googled an article, and as you can see, it appears that he's going to be joining Fenerbahce in the summer for free. So, as you're all aware, goalkeepers are very expensive on Sorare, especially starting ones. So, he would be someone that I would be particularly interested in, because I know if he goes to Fenerbahce in the summer and he starts next season, you're going to make a lot of money on him. However, I just want to stress there is no guarantees, because if Bolat, for whatever reason, doesn't move, or he doesn't go to Fenerbahce, or he doesn't go to a club where he's going to be first team regular, then the likelihood is you're going to lose money on him, because his price will keep falling in price. And he is 32, 33 years of age. So you've got to weigh up the pros and cons. However, in my opinion, I believe if he went to Fenerbahce, he is a first team starter there. Again, just my opinion, but he would be someone that I would definitely be looking, if I had funds available, he'd be someone I'd be looking to snap up. Purely because I know the potential money he could make in a few months. I've just gone through the list. There's a couple that catching my eye, but I won't obviously go into them all. I'll leave that down to you guys to do whatever you feel's best. However, just to answer S. Maury's question on what my summer strategy would be, this is the first thing that I look at. And if news broke with any of these guys, I try and keep up to date and check them at least a couple of times a week. If the news breaks that they've signed a pre-contract agreement with another club and you're the first to act, then, like I said, the potential profit you could make are big. So, guys, I do appreciate you watching. I hope you're still awake and you haven't fallen asleep in this video. It is long-winded, like I said. However, again, in my opinion, this is vital. And this is how you could make, on a small investment, you could make a few quid to help you progress in buying better players. So, you know, like I keep saying, it's your money, your investment. You've got to do it how you think is best for you. I'm just showing you what I've used for the last 2 seasons, and I know generally they work. Not all of them, obviously. I've still got some players in my gallery that have moved, and they've moved to like either the 2nd division in Germany where there's no utility, or you know, the 2nd division in Belgium. So I'm just hoping these players either get promoted or they sign for another club in a league that's covered. So there's no guarantees, but I think if you do enough research, even if you get 2 out of 5 right, you're gonna make profit. So I hope this has been of use to certain people, especially S. Maury, because he asked. Any comments below, please do so. And if you want me to cover anything else, then let me know as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Do appreciate it. Thanks very much. See you soon.